Yeah, we celebrated our 8th year anniversary this year, and we wanted to do something a little different than when we knew wanted to go out in a movie or whatever and out to eat, and what we do almost every day night. So we wanted to do something a little different. So we pulled the kayaks out this year, and we enjoyed a nice paddle down the river. As a company whose lifeblood is focused around the adventurous mindset and outdoor activities, I feel it's important as a company that we show that we also partake in these outdoor activities, and to really show that our watches are a product of our daily lifestyle and our DNA. I think I had to switch to live bait one of these days. It is what it is. Sometimes when you go fishing, the fish just won't bite at all. But the important thing is I still have a great time doing it. It's great to be out there on the water by yourself or with a friend and just being out in the outdoors. There's nothing more pleasant, I think, than just being on a nice calm lake and fishing. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. We have some great news for you, and some news that you might not necessarily like so much, but we do have a lot of stuff to talk about the BallCall series, now named the Naviator. So that's a really cool thing that we have going on right now, and we'll get into that in just a minute. First of all, I'd like to show you the IW magazine here. We were featured in the American issue, and right here, as you can see, with our BallCall here. And we were one of the 6 American companies to be someone who offers passes along great value to the company, and a long short story here about us and about what we offer. So it's pretty nice to be able to be in another magazine. A few months ago, the editor of IW had to give me a call and wanted to feature us in the American issue because he loves our watches, and so he loves the way they're designed and everything we put into them, so that the customer will get a terrific value for what you're getting. So it was really an honor to get featured in another magazine. This is the 2nd time we've been in IW. We've also been in Watch Time and several other magazines, extra print magazines that we have not solicited, but they call us instead. So that's really cool about that, being featured in there. Something we weren't expecting to be in for probably 5 years, but within our first year we were able to be featured in these magazines, and it's been quite an honor that we were able to reach that plateau so fast. And so that's really exciting that we were able to do that. And the BallCall, now the Naviator, is really neat because that's the one that's coming out very soon, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. Alright, for those of you who have heard the information about Ball Watch Company and our newest collection, the BallCall, there was a little bit of a legal dispute about using BallCall for our name, and Ball Watch Company didn't like the fact that we used 4 letters B-A-L-L in the name. It's not the name of our company, just the name of the collection. Their lawyers felt that since we had the 4 letters B-A-L-L, that they were assuming that their trademark for Ball, B-A-L-L, would cover pretty much every word, and that's just not right. I mean, everyone knows, every lawyer knows, everyone just knows that if you want to trademark a word, then you trademark that word only, unless your trademark has enough strength behind it to say that no one else can use that name. For instance, Apple computer. You can't start up a company that says Apple or anything, or like Microsoft. You can't really say micro this, something soft that. Even though lots of companies do that, there's an issue there with how strong the Microsoft brand image is in Apple. Ball Watch Company, well, you ask somebody on the street who Ball Watch Company is, and they say, who? Yeah, that's about what it is. And so the same with STOLAS. I mean, we're not big. We're trying, and we feel that we develop the best looking watches in the world. But you ask somebody who we are, they won't know unless you tell them who we are. And the same with Ball Watch Company. people just don't know who they are. But the lawyers felt fit to try to intimidate us about our name, and there were some letters going back and forth between us and them. And so what we decided to do was to rename our collection the Naviator, which is, I believe, is just a stellar name. It's a name I actually came up with. Same with BallCall. I also developed the BallCall word because it symbolizes the calling the ball and approach to the aircraft carrier. Naviator was my idea, taking an aviator, someone who pilots a plane or jet, and adding the N to it, giving me the Naviator, which makes sense because they are a naval aviator. But there is no word like that, so it was pretty cool that, you know, I just developed that word to come up to name our collection with that. So in short, we renamed it the Naviator. It pushes our schedule back a little bit to do the dials and the case backs and stuff with the new name. But now it won't take too long. We did push it back to about November, September, around there. But we don't feel it's going to take that long to get these finished. But that just gives us a good time frame to say, hey, yeah, we're gonna get these done and get them out to our customers as soon as we can. As far as Ball Watch goes, we're going to be posting the letters on our web page so that you can see the conversations going back and forth. It was pretty clean. Their second letter got a little bit more nasty, claiming that, you know, they make quality timepieces, yada yada yada. Well, we rebutted that a little bit. But anyway, I don't blame them too much for attempting this, as I would do the same thing. But really, you got to think more logically about what you're trying to succeed in. And it was too bad on their part that they had to do something like that. But nonetheless, we got it solved because we didn't want to do any type of injunctions or anything. If we did go any longer, we didn't want our product line to be held up for much longer. So the BallCall is called the Naviator now, which I think is just as good a name or better. And according to a lot of our fans, it is actually quite popular with it. So it's just a little bit new logo, change around the letters, the fonts a little bit, and made it look a little more, I guess, fast, a little more fast font. The other one was a little more spacey, but the new font looks a little more, you know, aviator-ish type. We did change since we're redoing the dials, use a font from the BallCall font. Is also going to be in the model name font. So the model name font is going to be the old BallCall font. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, we got a lot of cool pictures to show you. The new renders are in, and we want to show them to you today so that you get a good idea of what they look like. The DNA of the Naviator is just true to STOLAS. We wanted to design a watch that had STOLAS written all over it, obviously without writing STOLAS all over the watch. Something that you can look at and like, okay, they developed that, they did that, they designed that, they designed that. We wanted something to say, this was STOLAS. Even though we designed the Harbor Master from scratch, this one we wanted to take it a step further, or actually multiple steps further, and develop every aspect of the watch to really show off what we can do as a designer and a watchmaker. The crown guard, I wanted to incorporate our maritime theme, and so I designed it to look like a sail. In this model, since this is the Naviator, it can be also considered as a sonic boom. But I gave it a nice rounded sail shape to go around the crown, and all tapers down really nicely against the case. So it has our trademarked sail crown guard, so that's really neat. The cable around the bezel, which you can't see from the top angle, but you can see from the side, represents the maritime rope, or in this case, the Naviator, the cable across the aircraft carrier that catches the jet as it approaches the aircraft carrier. So that's really cool. That's part of STOLAS. The lugs, they look the same from the top, but I wanted to emphasize the way it attaches to the case to show off, to make it look like the lugs are holding up the watch itself, kind of like a diamond is held up by the prongs on the ring. One of the lugs to really display the watch as a whole. instead of making the lugs just part of the watch, something that holds the strap on, we wanted to make it look like it is setting up the watch for a beautiful display. Took out some chunks around the sides to give it a nice rounded look to it, to look like it's holding the watch, the Naviator, on the pedestal. So those are some really cool things that I wanted to incorporate into this model, and I think they are going to be really well received with our customers, and it's going to look absolutely stunning. Again for watching. I hope this clears up any information that you, or any concerns that you might have about the BallCall / Naviator now. So we look forward to getting these out to you.